Hi Tina, this is Lisa. This is a video critique for week 3, assignment 2, and these elevations look pretty good. Pretty pleased with the way they look all together. It looks like most things are on the right layer, done by layer, and you've got your door swings pretty well lined up and looking good hidden at the middle. So let's zoom in and look at these one by one. So I'm going to do a zoom window and I'm typing. Okay. Let's do a zoom window around the first one. Okay. Here you've done a pretty good job of going ahead and showing our cabinet in profile. This looks good. Apply that same level of profile to this one here. Just go ahead and show that as an outline. Okay. You want to show the same level of detail at the bottom as you do the top. So here I would just trim these two horizontal lines just like that. And now it's pretty obvious that that's cut and these aren't. Okay. So that's just a general principle that you want to show the same level of detail on the bottom as you do on the top. Everything the same level of detail all the way around. The next thing we're going to talk about is these receptacles, these power receptacles. I appreciate the fact that you have them in there. Glad you remembered them. Okay, but usually when we're showing receptacles in elevation, we show them like they look in elevation. So let's draw a new block for these guys in elevation. Now, I happen to know, because I went and measured them, you didn't know a tape measure was required equipment for this course, did you? That power receptacles are, the base plate around them is 2 3/4 inches wide by 4.5 inches high. So I'm going to, I started the rectangle command and I just pushed in a point, any point, and now I'm going to tell it that I want it to go from there to at 2.5, 4.5. So from where it is, it needs to go that far away. And now I have a very cute little thing. Oh, I need to put it on layer 0. Actually, you know what? I'll wait a few minutes. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a 1 by 1 square for the actual outlet because I measured it, so I know that's what it is. So I'm going to do the same thing, rectangle at 1, 1. There we go, that looks good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this from the midpoint to the midpoint here, and then I'm going to move it down. If it's 4.5 inches and I've got 2 inches of outlet, then this probably needs to come down about 1/2 inch. So I'm going to start my base point here, and I'm going to come down 3/4 of an inch. That looks better. I should have measured it, but I didn't. And then I'm going to mirror this one around the midpoint. That's not quite perfect, is it? So obviously I'm going to kind of do a little bit of adjusting here until I get it to look the way I want it to look. So I'm going to come down another, about 1/4 inch. That's good. I could just go measure it, but I'm just eyeballing it. Yeah. Mirror, MI. I'm going to select this object to mirror. I want to mirror around a line that goes through the midpoint. And there we go. That looks good, doesn't it? Okay, so now let's put this thing on layer 0. So I'm going to select all this stuff and I'm going to put it on layer 0 so that then I can make myself a block. So I'm going to go to the insert things. I'm going to do create block. Create block. Okay. I'm going to name this duplex because it's a duplex receptacle. It has 2. Duplex LAS. Okay, so I'm going to pick the base point, and I'm just going to pick the base point as being right here. I'm going to select the objects I want to make into a block. These 3. There we go. done. Okay, so it went ahead and turned it into a block and inserted it on the active layer, which is the electrical layer. So now I'm going to move this guy from here, and I'm just going to put it at the center, aligned with the center of your block. There we go. That looks good. So now I'm going to copy this over to where the other one is. Actually, you know what? I'm going to mirror it around the middle of the sink. So I did the mirror command. Now I'm going to select my block. I'm going to select the midpoint of the faucet. I'm going to go straight up. Now it says erase source objects. No, I want to keep it. Erase. And now I'm going to erase your outlet. And you have cute little outlets. Okay. Just like I said with Rita, you need to come back and put your faucet on a layer that's going to print lighter. I would suggest, you could put it on plumbing, but if not, I would put it on, see what you think, between the pattern layer or putting it on the plumbing layer. But, ooh, that, well, no, not furniture. Okay. This will really come into play more when we print these, but if it's left on that white layer, I think it is going to be just a muddy mess and you're not going to be able to see any of it. Okay, so that elevation looks pretty good, except for that. So now we're going to come over here. Okay, same thing applies for your outlet. So you can just copy one of those from over here. There we go. And I am going to just put it right there for the moment and then move it down. A lot of times you'll see outlets in bathrooms are set sideways so they fit, and I think this one will probably need that, but that's some fine-tuning I will let you do. Okay, this line should be hidden. This faucet should be on whatever layer you chose to put the kitchen faucet on, and I would ponder putting this on the same layer as that too. Your medicine cabinet, go ahead and put the door swings in so that we can see it. Other than that, that one looks pretty good. Now then, if I go one more step over, we have pretty much the same set of issues that we have on the other drawings, which is to say we want to show the same level of detail on the base cabinet in terms of, you know, cutting out the countertop and the kick as we do on the uppers. And we want to show the receptacles in elevation instead of using the plan symbol. And other than that, I think you're ready to add some tile and have some fun with it. Okay? Thank you so much. Bye.